Hey everyone, it's Marguerite from Wreaths by Marguerite, where we turn ribbon mesh and a little creativity into beautiful wreaths you'll love. Today's tutorial was for this grapevine angel wreath. What I've done is I've taken some clearance items I've purchased in the past and added a bunch of greenery to it that I had bits and pieces of left. So today, this is what you're going to see me create. Frustrations and all. I didn't hold anything back and I did everything on the camera. So follow along and let's get started on this great tutorial. Okay, let's get started. So I bought this silver wreath, grapevine wreath frame years ago. Can't even remember what year it was. This looks like it's from Michael's. It's silver with lots of glitter on it. And then I'm always looking for bargains. Hobby Lobby always has a great after Christmas sale. So I was able to get this angel for 90% off of $24.99. You can't beat that. So I have been inspired to make a wreath with it for a while and I just haven't gotten to it. First, I'm checking both sides of them. So one side has the glitter, one does not. So that's important to know. And I'm going to cut off any of this stray pieces of grapevine sticking out all over the place because we don't want to scratch anybody's doors. Plus, it's not visually appealing. All the things. That one's very long. I'll take that one off. It's always important to do that no matter whether they're painted or not. I usually try to do this process before they're painted, but since I bought this one this way, there was no need for me to do that at that point. So let's get these all trimmed off so it's nice and clean. It's not as messy now that it's been painted. And you can absolutely, if you didn't already know, paint your own grapevines if you want a specific color. I do that a lot. On one of the tutorials I have coming up, I've taken some smaller grapevines and I painted one black, just the 2X. I think it's Rust-Oleum paint. Works really well with one coat, but I usually do a second coat just to be overly cautious because, you know, I don't want there to be anything seen that doesn't need to be seen. I think this has got a little point over here, so I'm going to put that at the bottom and hide it with the angel. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to determine where I want to place the angel. And before the video started, I went ahead and figured out where I wanted to. I thought about here and putting the florals here, but I feel like the angel will be more stable if I do it this way. So I have some white floral wire. This is a 22 gauge. I've had this forever. Again, Michael's. Okay, where is the end? I should have got that done before the video because you certainly don't want to watch me do these boring things. I wouldn't want to. I wanted to make sure it didn't unravel again because they kept unraveling. So I tucked in there nice and secure. Okay, I got a little carried away, I think. There's that one. There's that one. Boy, oh, I put it through the hole. There we go. Let's start. So I've got my tools out. I think I'm just using scissors and the wire cutters today. We'll see. Stay tuned. And then I'm using the bow maker because I think I'm going to do a bow at the bottom of the angel in this ribbon, a single ribbon, but multiple loops. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to do that, so I need to turn this over, and I'm going to put this through the back at the top. Looks like there's a little crossbar there that I could take an advantage of. A lot of times I get this stuff ready before I do the videos, but today I decided let's show it all on the grapevine. I didn't think it would take too long, so I thought why not. So I'm going to tighten that up. Then I'm going to do the tips of the wings and then down here. So let's get over here. Guess I could go ahead and cut all my... Where's the end again? I keep losing the end. Guys, I need to get my act together. Come out. There it is. it's not that one, so where is it? Is it this? I see. Probably should have my glasses on, huh? Nope, that would make too much sense. Okay, I guess I did it 3 or 4 times. Boy, I was really determined last time I used this white one to make sure it didn't come off the roll again. So, and it's little and my nails are cut back, so I'm having a time. There we go. So I guess I need to bring this one out because it seems to be getting in the way, the other end. Pull that through. There we go. Nope. More? Okay. Well, where's the end? There we go. Let me get this out of the way. Actually, there is one other tool I'm going to use. I use a, this one's orange. It's a plastic 6-inch embroidery needle. This helps me pull the wires through the grapevine without a struggle. I use it on the deco mesh wreaths as well so that I don't have to struggle with trying to get it pushed through. If you don't have that, then you just have to do it the old-fashioned way. If you're wondering where I got those needles, I got them on Amazon, so I need 3 more, right? That's it. Okay, so then we can put that away. Let's see, I'll put one right here at the tip of this wing. I used white because it's going to blend better than green for sure. They make lots of colors now, so you have choices. Do that side first. I like to curl up the tip a little bit. I could be using the needle to thread this too, but this is pretty stiff wire versus a pipe cleaner, so I got this. Just finding the right spot to put it through. Okay, is it right here? I see some sunlight on the other side, so there we go. Let me use this. These are little and tedious. Alright. There's the, oh, make it a little longer. There we go. Put one twist in it. And then I'll do this one on the bottom here. Here I am making a snow angel. And it's 95 degrees out today. But hey, this is the final in a series for the July, Christmas in July event I'm doing. Tried to get a variety of bases and ideas for you, plus the kits. Doesn't do any good to put a knot in it, Marguerite, not yet. Okay, so I'm going to start with putting the head attached, and then I'll go ahead and do the bottom and then the angel wings. So I don't have to do it on one side. I think that looks like it would be, yeah, go right there. Actually, yeah, I'm going to not take the chance. I'm going to use this. I'm a little indecisive today. On the bottom, it's not as important to hide the wire because it's going to be covered by a bow and florals. So come back here. So let me find the end. The other side of the wire didn't have to go through the frame because of its location. So that's going to work. And these ends will be probably hidden a little bit too, but I need to bring it down a little bit more. Okay. Tighten this up. I can go back later and completely tighten it up. I want to make sure it's positioned correctly first. Just 2 or 3 times. just to get it secure. Once I'm sure of where I've placed it, I'll go back. So these are right there. So we'll take this through. I'm going to not use the needle to help me thread it through this side. It likes to go somewhere other than where you put it when you do it this way. Let's try this. Just go straight. See, this is the standard way to do it. But you saw how quickly and easily I was able to accomplish this when I used that lovely needle. Is that the right side of it? I think that's good. Where's the other end? We'll put it on and then I'll hold it up to make sure. I'm assuming this was supposed to be a tree topper. Lots of tree toppers out there around the holidays make great attachments for your wreaths. Let me hold it up this way and show you where I'm at so far. I'm going to come back, and there's a piece of the grapevine way at the back of the wreath. So I'm going to use that to wrap around the wire. That will help me hide the wire even more. Just making sure that's nice and tight. Yeah, I can't see it. And over here as well. Put it back here somewhere. Not through the top. Granted, the florals should hide the tips of the angel wings just a touch, so that will help. I get quiet when I'm concentrating. There it is. Alright. Get the other end. Pull this one down. And pull it tight. And yes, it helps to put my tongue out if you can see my mouth. This is not a perfectly rounded wreath form, so I don't think it's going to be perfectly centered, but we can disguise that with the florals. Let's go over just a bit. Use my muscle there. Okay. So this is where we're at. Now I'm going to go back and finish the job. This one's I'm going to take the end of these and tuck them back up into the angel wings, I think. If it will let me. Let's see. Because I really want to keep these hidden, so I'm going to use the needle to bring it up. Maybe. There is no flexibility in this angel, so I don't know. No, I'll just have to do it manually. And be careful of the front of your project. If you're worried you might damage it, just make sure you put a piece of something on the table. I usually use a bubble wrap package that a sign came in so that I can protect the sign. This one's pretty sturdy though. Same thing. Actually, this one's far enough into the wreath frame that I can just hide it in there and it blends in nicely. Can't even see the difference. Let's get this one in there. Same thing here. I can just stick it up into the angel if I need to, but I think I'll be able to put it into the grapevine. Most of the time I use chenille stems on the back of signs, but it just didn't seem to fit the narrative, so to speak, with this when I was making it. I thought it would show too much. Always good to have options. It's catching on the grapevine. All the tedious stuff to prep everything I'm showing you today. We'll get to the good stuff in a minute. Okay. I'll make a hanger at the end, so let's do a cleanup because grapevines can be messy. And then this has the glitter on top of everything else. Try to keep a clean workspace. Okay, so now I am going to work on putting florals in from the center of the angel to the side. And I've already pre-cut all of my elements of florals. I just haven't decided 100% how I wanted to place them. I'm trying to decide if I want to start with white. Take that extra off. I've got my glue gun heated up, so we're ready there too. Let me open this up so if I need to adjust it, I can. There we go. So I got these fun white glittered picks. Do I want to do green first or do I want to do the white first? Let's see. Spread this out a little bit. We may be using the pick machine today too. Time will tell. This one is pretty much not moving, is it? Do I want those two? What do I want? No, I don't want those. I want these. I'm thinking maybe the eucalyptus. Alright. Let's get this. I've got a mixture of flocked things, glittered things that I want to use in this project. And this is what's called a pusher. It's a eucalyptus that's been glittered. But when I say it's a pusher, you can push things up to concentrate them so they get more bulk in the same area. So I'm going to do that with 2 of these. But I'm also going to leave the other 2 a little longer because we want to come up the side of the angel pretty far. I'm going to say about right there. I'm going to cut this off. Just think it looks good. Let's get this back over. Where did I put the other one? There it is. And then I've got this one. That one's pretty much pushed up already. So I'm going to cut that off. These are very strong wires in this eucalyptus, so I'm not going to put any picks on them. I'm going to set a couple down and see what I think. So I'm going to go there with that, and I'm going to go there with that. A little lower. I'd probably do a bundle of 3. That way we have good coverage. Yeah, I think I like that. Or should I do 4? So we have 1, 2, and then this one here. Try not to cover up the angel wings too much. Once I get it in there, I'll be able to uncover them a little bit more. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to do this next? I'm not 100% sure I'm going to use these. Let's see, this is the thinking process you're enjoying. And I also, oh, I forgot these guys. These need to go in first, I think. Yeah. All right, back up a minute. Let me get some tags off. Or can I just pull it off? Nope. I need the ones with the points on them. It's good to have a variety of sizes and shapes and scissors if you can accommodate that. My regular scissors don't fit that. I have them pretty spread out. I made sure to touch everything and I spread everything out already. I'm trying to decide if I want to just put it in as is or break them down, this particular pick down even more. Throwing things on the floor already. Ugh. These are wired up to a point on the twigs coming out. What did I drop? Oh, the other scissors. Get these off. I save all the tags because I need them to help determine the price. Okay, so this will go right there. So that one went in a little easier, but I need to push it down in a little. Yeah, like that. I can move those out of the way. Bring it down one more. I want it to be under the angel wing a little bit. Alright, I think that. I'll probably move the twigs a little bit further in so they're not touching people's faces because it sticks out pretty far. Alright, next. Do I want to do the eucalyptus? Or do I want to do the greens? I think I'll do the greens. I think I'm going to... All these decisions. So, I like this to bring it out here. I could glue as I go and commit, but I'm not willing to today because I'm not 100% on this one. This one I'm thinking as I go too, so you're getting to see that process as well. I want it to have a little more natural look. So do I put these up here? Get that price tag off. I have product here from At Home, Michaels, and and Michaels so far. Do I want to put this behind this? I think that's what I'm going to do. Put these in behind, tucking them in. I don't think I need that one as long. Let go. What is it stuck in? Now, how did that happen? Got in the inner section of the clippers. Still want this behind. Need to cut that a little shorter. Work with me, frame, work with me. I think that looks good. Still have that one for this side and that one for this side. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go up. In here. That looks about right. It's catching on everything. Put a piece out here. This needs to go over here some more. And I'm trying to make sure that I don't go through the back of the wreath because we don't need that either. No one wants that sticking out the back, plus we don't want to damage anyone's door. Let's get this last one cut down. Get back there. Bringing this in straight across from the one across the way. I think it's because all of the paint. That goes there. That goes there. This needs to come up, I think, just a little more. And then I'll show that to you. You need to get back under there. You need to get back under there. I look at it and then I'll show it to you. And that's where we are so far. Just realized I was upside down in my camera. Ah. All right. Turn it back around. So I have these and these. I'll figure out if we need those later. So that's all of that. I'm going to go with that. But now I want to put some greenery on the top. So I think that will look nice there. I'm not just laying it flat. Sometimes I push it in and give it some elevation. That might be a good place to put this. Let me try this. So that's staggered greens and whites and greens and whites. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So let me get this out of the way. And then I'm going to commit and start using some glue. Okay. Now, you'll notice a lot of these are already cut up. That's because I'm using up supplies from other picks that still had product left. So this should go about right here, I think. Turn it the other way. Maybe it'll cooperate more that way. This has been the most uncooperative project, I swear. So I think I'll go... I think a lot of it is due to the fact that this is painted. This frame is painted. Put those forward. I want to see that snow. So this should go in the same place. Ideally, so it crosses over just a little bit. Now over here a little bit more. No, I want it that more. I'm going to put it here and bend it that way. Shove it in there. Look at it and then I'll show you. Okay, we'll see that. And I think I'm going to take these. Are they not great? Not. They stand out too much. Should I try this up here? Just out of curiosity. Because it has the darker green. I think I do like that. So that it's just accenting and it kind of brightens it up for all these little twigs. Yeah, I think I like that. We're going for it. Little contrast, right? Alright, get these out of the way. This is trying to slide off the table on me. Maybe down a little further. If it'll let me. little higher. Let's bring this up a little more, maybe. Spread out these. I think there's 2 of them, right? Yeah. Some there. And there. Get that off. I like that. So there's that. This side looks, no, it's this side that I need to fluff out. Or is it? I can't tell right now. Alright, I wanted to put some of the red stuff in there too, but I didn't have enough of it. Let me see about putting some more of these in. These are the long ones. So I'm going to bring this up here. Cut some of this off. And try to cut it at an angle that I just find that that helps it stick in there better. Yeah, I like that. It needed more of the eucalyptus. There we go. Wish we could play a little holiday music in the background, but we try to stay out of trouble. So that's there, that's there. I'll bring this up just a touch. Oh, that one came out. No wonder it was not working well. Okay, so that goes there. All right. There's some holes in there. So I'm going to try some more white, I think. Or should I get these crystal things? Let me take a look at the crystal things first. A string on there. I have these little crystals. Looks like icicles. I'm trying to decide if this is something I want to do in here. Cut the tips off a little. Let me see, do I want this in here? Yeah, I like it. This stuff just doesn't want to go in today. So this will go there, which is just on. So this, yeah, goes this way. This goes this way. Cut some of this off. I gave it dimensions, so I went forward one piece and then I took the other and just behind that one, yeah. So I'm going to go in there. And with the darker stem, it's nice to have it hidden. And then, let me see about these. So in essence, technically, most of the florals on this are free because it was used in another project. So this is kind of a bonus project, so to speak. I'm able to separate those 3, and I only need 2 for sure. Where should we put you? I think we're going to put you right here with the pine. I need to cut it because it went through. This has been a great use up pieces project. Get in there. String sticker right there, doesn't it? Go. Thank you. this is where we're at. Definitely need to bring everything up and in a little bit more. I can do that at the end when I'm fluffing to get it all settled in place. Or is it right here that there's a gap? No, it's the other side. Where's that gap? Right here. So what's going on here? Oops, empty there. I need to put some more greenery in there, I think. Put some more of these in. And it's the same greenery that's right in that space as well anyway. I'm going to cut some of this length off. There we go. That. Do the same thing on the other side. That was this one. So this was there. There we go. I think that'll help here. I did it on the inside. Okay. So like right in here, I think. Putting some arm strength in. Let me take a look at it again. This needs to come out a little. This needs to go back in there. So we got this. This needs to be a little shorter. This is me judging my work. Okay, so that should go out right about right there. That looks about right. Is there any more of the eucalyptus? There won't be. Okay. I think I want to show you that. I think I might put more up here. And then it needs something in it, so maybe I'll use these little white twigs I have here. Just wasn't full enough up here for me. And then I can use one of these in the eucalyptus to give it some white. I'm alternating back and forth. Flying picks. Cut this one a little more. See where we're at. Here, that goes. Let me take this out a minute. That over there. That over. Just a little more. All right. And I'm putting these white ones at an angle, not flat. So after we're totally done, I'll go back and move things a little bit. Why do I keep going the opposite direction? So this should be more out here. This should be, okay. So what does that leave me with? That leaves me with one of these. Those are all duplicates. And this. I don't know, do I want to use this at the base? Let me see. Take this off. Because I'm going to have a bow. I guess it would look good coming out. I don't know, we'll wait and see on that one. Now this one's a darker color. I'm deciding. Am I deciding to put it here? Covers a lot of that. Get in there. Do you want to do it here? Or do I want to do it up at the top? For more of that darkness up on the top. Let's take a look, shall we? Let me look at it, and then you can look at it first. So there's that. I just have to fluff out this side a little bit more to meet this side. It's not always easy. Let me see it. So it's the height of the greenery is pretty even. This seems fluffier on this side. We'll go with it. Let's get this glued in. Let's see. Let's start. Oh. Putting everything with some glue. Not too much, but enough. And try not to get ourselves, which I just did. Make sure I get everything. I think I'll use a few glue sticks on this. For whatever reason, right here, yeah. I need to bring this down or something. Might go to the back and glue back there too once I'm all said and done. What's this? Something's not in there at all. That's this one. Put that white one in there. When we get done, we lift it up and shake it. That way you know for sure what's not connected and what is. Okay, I think I got it all on that side. Let's do the other. Looks like we blew up a snowman on the table. I'm not worried about the glue showing down in here because it's going to be covered by the bow. Now I picked that ribbon that's on the table, but I might change to something more snowy. So we'll see how that looks first. And if you see something different in the final version, you'll know I decided it needed to be something else. More snowy. I just think that's a good contrast, and it has silver in, with the red and black. Okay. another glue stick. I'm getting to the time of year where you'll probably see stuff from fall, Halloween, and Christmas all on my tables around me at the same time. So if you noticed any of that, it's just that time of year. This one over here. No, I did not. Okay. These are sticking out a little more up here, so let me try doing some of that. Interspersing them throughout all of the picks would be good. This one's upside down. Glue strands. If you see me doing this, I'm not losing it. I'm just trying to get the glue strands out. Okay, let me set that for aside a second, and then I'm going to sweep the counter table off again. You may not be able to hear all that stuff I'm sweeping off. Okay. I'm going to stand up for a second. So that's what you see. Doesn't it seem like it needs red? Do I have any red over here? These look to be the same red. I always worry. There's two different reds. What's this one? 60919 red. I'll go with those two because this one's not tagged and I don't want to take a chance. Sorry about the crunchy. Take the tag off. In there. Do I split it? I think I'm going to split it. It's just too much in one place. Okay. Get these all spread out. I like to put the berries at the front. Where did I put the clippers? Right there. I think I'll put some at the top too. I think that'll look good. That really filled it in too. Oh, I forgot to. Hello. This goes here. It doesn't have berries. Need berries. Need the berries. Could I just cut them off of this? Sure I could. Would that be the fast and easy way? Absolutely. Is that what I'm going to do? No. Line stems, okay. That one, yeah, it does have those. I was like, no. Usually the two shorter stems, this is a 3-stem bush. Usually the shorter ones are exactly the same. Oh. Yeah, that should do it. What do we think? This should be underneath. Okay, so it needs to go here. I think that's where we're going to go with that. We'll get it from you. And then these should have, I'm just going to take the berries off of this one. Let me look at this one, make sure it's, that looks the same color. I don't know why I was messing with it. So these have berries, lots of berries. I think I'll go with those two. These look different. This is a more festive, I don't know, more traditional coloring. I put in the red in here. Get out. They get all tangled when they're packaged. These go here, these go here, up and forward. Let me turn that one. Okay, so I'm thinking this side. And then once I'm sure, I'll glue it in. These will go in the back, these to each side, this in the very back. Right there. And on top, I don't know, let's take a look. What is not looking right for me is those need to come down just a touch. Oh, I went behind that big twig. We don't want to go there. We want to go on this side so I can be able to spread this apart. Let's see, this is here. This is up here. This is out here. I got a spot right here that's driving me crazy, so spread some stuff out. This turned into a longer project than I thought it would. Alright, I'll play with it more later. And then now let's work on making a bow. But first I'm going to clean the table again. Sorry. After bending over. So this is the ribbon I've chosen. It looks like similar to a tartar plant. It's a cross between a tartar plaid and a buffalo plaid, but it's got silver strings through it. I'm going to make it so it has 4 to 6 tails, even though I'm using only one ribbon. We'll see how that works out. Turn the glue gun off. Nope. So I gotta go back and glue that other stuff still. Alright. So I'm going to give it long tails to start. So I'll probably do 14-inch tails on the first round. I want to do, what am I thinking about? A 6-inch loop on each side. That should give good coverage. I haven't decided what style of bow I'm making yet either. This one's mostly been flying by the seat of my pants with some basics in place. Alright, so I want to make sure I have long tails. So I'm going to start there, and then I'm going to cut it with my scissors. So that gives me the first 2 loops and the first 2 tails. And then I'm thinking 10-inch tails. And I think maybe it's 8. I'll cut them to size when I get it done. I think I'm going to add a cherry bow on top of that. I'm going to do a combo here. See how I like that. Make them a little shorter. Because I have a splice in here and I want to put the splice that's in the ribbon right there. So no one will ever know except for you guys and me. So that's the first tail, that's the first loop. Now we're going to do, what size was that? That one was also 6. So that means we'll have 6 loops that are 6 inches total. First 2 by themselves with the tail. And then I think I want to do that. Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3 loops. And this is a thinner woven ribbon, so it's not as stiff. So, actually, I don't even think this is a terry bow. I'm alright. It's just a bunch of loops. 4 loops. Then, I think, let me cut this. That's way too long. Getting tails cut. That's better. Should be a little shorter. Let me get these cut. No, because I'm going to put these off to the side. I think I'm going to have 2 more tails for sure. I think that sounds good. So that's those 6. And then decisions. I'll go ahead and put the dovetail on the end already so it's done. Now that I have some other ones to guide me, I'm going to go just a little bit shorter. So that's 10. So I'm going to put at least 2 more loops in, maybe 3. More like 11 by the time you get it into the pegs in length. Come on, this will be 2 loops. these? 5 inches. We're going to go a full inch. You can do a 1/2 inch to a full inch. Each change in size of the loops. Let's see. Maybe I'll put this in the center. We'll see. This right here. I don't know yet. That might be too much. Okay, so this came down to about right there. So you got 3 different lengths. I'm not doing any loopy tails on this one. I feel like this is more of a serious wreath, more traditional. So I think I'll do a center loop. And that one will be that length. I can cut the excess off a little bit, but you can't add any on. I'm going to do this. I want to keep the center loop tails both hanging down. So I'm going to do, I think I'll do it like this. There's another technique. I've never tried it. So put that there, turn it there. No, I just keep coming back to that one. All right, we'll just stick with it. Just gonna put it in there like that. This is the top. I know this is long, but otherwise one tail goes all the way up here, and I want them both down here this time because I want to center this one. All right, that's this one, so I need to cut it about right there. All right, let's see how we did, shall we? Don't have the, and I'm going to use this to attach it to the wreath I had. There it is. Nope, that's the wrong one. This is our next project, by the way. So stay tuned for that. Next week. Alright, let's try this. Let's see what we ended up with. We can always change it. Bring it in close to the pegs. And I like to use the needle nose to pull it up. I tighten it most of the way. Then I put my fingers under it. Make sure I got all the loops. And most people pick it up out of there, hold it with their fingers, and move this to the back, which I'll do to a degree. I need to get these twisted because I want it a little thicker than it is. And put that through. I'll put it all the way up to the top. See if it stays there. Tighten this up some more, and then I'm going to fluff it. So I have that one, I have that one, that one, that one, and that one. The short one's on the outside. And I will fluff the loops better when we get it in the frame. I mean in the wreath. So see, that one wants to go up there. I have to figure out how to get it down here. I need to go back and watch a few tutorials myself. So that's the center loop. Let's see, is it too big? If it's too big, I can tighten it up. Now is the time to do it before I really tighten up the pipe, the zip tie. My words. There we go. That's more even. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Let's tighten it up. Let's own it. Cut the excess zip tie off. Alright, bring the wreath back. Let's see how this works. I'm going to go up here. I didn't twist that very well, did I? It's going around the frame, but not through it. It's just the bottom one that's going to do that. And I'm going to use the needle. Where did I put it? There it is. Bring this through the frame. Someplace that I didn't glue. Is that going to work there? There we go. We'll go with that. Put these through the needle. Let's see. Pull it in half. And then pull the needle through the frame. Whoa! Runner! Guess I'll be fluffing that back up. And I'm just going to tie this off nice and tight. And tuck it into the frame. Alright, so there are those two. I'll put the white. Did something come off? Where'd it go? Is it on me? Yeah, it came off, Marguerite. Durr. Cut some of this off. I'm like, something's missing. I want it to be right here. Because I want it to stick out there and there. This goes here. These go here. I'm actually going to glue, I think. I'm going to glue this down a little bit to the frame so it won't fall forward. I know, glue, Marguerite, on a ribbon, bow. Yep, sometimes that happens. Time to dry. That's the bottom one. Where's the other top one? Oh, that is the top one. I just need to cut it shorter. This one took a lot of concentration for me. Because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Alright, so there you have it. Just lay it out nicely. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Well, now that that's done, I gotta go feed the dog. She's been handing me for food. Okay, so thank you so much for following and watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more wreath making fun. New videos premiere every Sunday at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and you can shop all my finished wreaths in my Etsy shop. You can also find me on Facebook, Pinterest, and let's see, Instagram. I almost forgot about Instagram. Oopsie. All with the name Wreaths by Marguerite. Most of all, thank you for spending some of your valuable time with me today. I know that you could be doing anything, and the fact that you're spending some time here with me today means a lot to me and is truly appreciated. So till next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.